reboots rise and sequels roll the dice. One voice cuts through the noise and spin, yeah. No filter, no fear, he's going all in. Yeah, movies, games, yeah, TV shows, what truth in the blows. This is lights, camera, red, where fandom meets fury. Yeah, you know where we stand. Strap in, speak up, turn the volume to 10. And let the From heroes that soar to villains that flop, from endings we love to the ones that should stop. He'll call out the hype, tear down the disguise. Say what you're thinking but can't verbalize. No sugarcoat, no play it safe plan. Just raw and cut, that's Mr. Redman. Every frame, every game, every line's fair game. If it's weak, if it's fire, he'll call it by name. This is lights, camera, red, where fandom meets fury. Yeah, you know where we stand. Strap in, speak up, turn the volume to 10. And let begin.
Welcome to the Lights, Camera, Rant Podcast. Your source for the latest on movies, TV shows, and video games. Get ready for ranting, raving, and reviewing. Here is your host, Lee.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Lights, Camera, Rant. As always, I'm your wonderful host, Mr. Rant, and we need to talk about Fallout, and of course, we need to talk about the Super Bowl and all the big trailers that we did get, and some I was a bit like, why did we get that? Like, I know that sounds like so small, but I'm like, I was really looking forward to it. Like, why, like, you know, prediction, everything, like, why did we get that trailer? Why did we have to wait even longer for all that? But look, ladies and gentlemen, ranters and rantettes, if you haven't already, please go check out our last episode where we reviewed Wonder Man. And of course, for this episode, if you're tuning in, we are going to be talking about Fallout for this one, which has officially wrapped up, done and dusted, which is very nice, the fact that we got the season so soon. But now we're also going to talk about how far away that next season is going to be so far in the future. But of course, if you're brand new, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. And thank you so much for coming back. And as always, we're going to talk about the news, and then we're going to get into the reviews. So look, let's start with Bat Strong, and let's talk about GTA 6. So let's go. Ooh, and as always, we go live every single week. And I've got the Chef Killer on who's come past the YouTube live. Thanks for coming past, man. And look, and I was actually thinking about you the other day, man. It has been far too long that I need you to come back on this podcast, because there's plenty that we need to rant about. Not to mention Mandalorian and Grogu movies coming up this year, and there's only one man that I need as a guest for the podcast, and that is you, good sir. If you haven't already, please go check out this man and check out his page and his brand new sort of podcast that he's joined, which is utterly fantastic, and those boys are absolutely smashing it. I haven't got it, well, I'm not wearing it right now, but I do have their merch somewhere. I do have a t-shirt. I can't remember what I did with it. I was wearing it the other day. And I did actually have someone go to me, is that your podcast? I was like, no, it's not, but it's really good. So you should go check them out. Why So Serious? And then once you go, then also go check out Lights, Camera, Rant. So to kick off with GTA 6, now look, this is hell of a rumor. GTA 6 has almost become that mythical entity out there. Is it arriving? Is it not? Is it going to be delayed? How much is it going to be? What's the story going to be about? Saw one the other day that apparently there's no going to be any flying vehicles in it, like no jetpacks or anything like that. That was like, all right, that's a bit of a stretch, but you never know. So Take-Two Interactive has confirmed the fact that GTA 6's campaign for trailers, you get completely hyped for November, will start this summer. Roughly a bit then, so they'll go full steam ahead for GTA 6. And if you haven't already, which I was having this discussion with a friend the other day, was definitely put your leave in. That there was a very high potential that GTA 6 will cause a massive work shortage. Like, this game is huge when this finally does drop. So if you haven't already put your annual leave in to take days off, I highly recommend it. This man did. I have definitely done that because I'm like, this is huge, and I really want to enjoy this game because it feels like it's been taking forever to finally get here. Dustin Wheeler, hi mate, thanks for us on YouTube. Cupcakes 747574, hello, and the most but born by now. I have school, so bye. Well, thanks for your pass very briefly, appreciate it. So yeah, so GTA 6 will be pumping out all of its trailers and everything coming soon. Sort of about mid-year, obviously, roughly about May, June, we should start seeing a little bit more content. And I think that's all people really want, is like just another reassurance. Like, yes, we do know they have their trailer to cook up in the background. That's going to be coming and everything. It's just the fact that we just want that little bit more insurance. The fact it is arriving. Take-Two has said that it's 100% arriving on the date that Rockstar has said. I don't think Rockstar are going to delay it again. 100%, I don't think they will delay it. It's going to be the biggest game of the year. And probably one of the things I'm really curious about going into this year is, when Red Dead Redemption came out, I was totally 100% sure the fact that was going to be game of the year. Like, there was literally nothing that was going to really top that. But the thing is the fact that the fact that we got, pretty sure it was Red Dead Redemption. We got Elden Ring, which blew the gaming community completely on its axis, and it was well deserved. Honestly, this game could offer no more info or trailers between now and the release date, and it will not affect sales. 110%. That will not happen. Like, you literally, Rockstar could just do a tweet and be like, "Yeah, 100%. We're not going to be delaying it. It is coming on this date. That's it. It will sell. It will sell completely." Like, yes, no people complain about it, but trust me when I say the people who are complaining are still going to buy it. I am glad you're excited for GTA 6. No, I have not heard of that. I'm not too sure. But yeah, GTA 6 is definitely going to be ramping up a lot of it soon, so get excited for that. And also, speaking of gaming news, Hawkgirl from Superman will apparently be appearing in the Sega spin-off, the House of the Dead video game, which will continue the trend of video games coming to the big screen. Another horror game, of course, the last one, we can always say the most infamous horror game that's gone into the big screen is Resident Evil, which has had a very checkered past in both movies and TV shows. But look, if they could do it, and of course, the last horror video game movie we got was Until Dawn, which was again a little bit hit of a miss that we did get, but it's still worth a watch. It's not amazing, but it's not terrible. Like I said, you still get you're well worth watching it. But yeah, look, I'm all up for it. She's a great actress. She was fantastic in The Last of Us. She was great in of course, she was great in Superman. And look, if you really want to stretch, she was still good in Madam Web, even though that movie was utterly garbage. Like, so awful. But yes, this will be so. House of the Dead fans, you are getting your wish. This will be a movie. Speaking of another horror movie, unfortunately, Clayface has been delayed, not by how long, but it will be coming in October towards the end. So getting ready for Halloween. Clayface will be dropping. For me, I've got a big, huge question mark on this. Like, again, I've been very critical on these, James Gunn. In James Gunn we trust. And I can't get everything wrong, but of course, there's some things that projects are getting approved, some that are not, and some just feel like we're just going to throw it at a wall and see what sticks. And this was one of them. I really was expecting a Clayface movie. I know people were clamoring for Clayface to become on the big screen. Like I'm right there with you. But for his own movie, and I don't think there has been full confirmation. I think it is still separate. It will be separate. It will not be Clayface for a Matt Reeves Batman, but more James Gunn's Batman, which has been Batman the Brave and the Bold, and, which James Gunn did announce. But that feels like that's super far away, and I don't think super far away. We have the director, but that's pretty much it we've got. That's as far as I got. But yeah, the Clayface movie has been delayed by a little while, but not too much. Now, also, something I wasn't really expecting, in the video game universe, is another video game that's coming to the screen is Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate TV show is going to be coming to the big screen. Small screen with a TV show. It's not just the style and how big Baldur's Gate is not something I was expecting to come to the screen at all, because obviously it's RPG. It's a huge game, and Baldur's Gate 3 did fantastic. It did super fantastic. It was well worth the Game of the Year edition and every accolade it's got since then. For a TV show, I'm interested. Like I'm curious on how this is going to be structured, how it's going to look. But yeah, again, that's not really something I was going really clamoring for, saying, playing Baldur's Gate and go, you know what? This needs to be a TV show. There is a lot of games before that I think deserve a movie and TV show, but, I'm curious as to how this is going to look. So Baldur's Gate fans, you're in for a treat. This is completely early stages. Like I'm talking like really early stages. So we're talking like you're going to see us until like 2028, late 2029. That's probably where we're looking. Like don't forget we have the Elder Ring movie that's also in production. That's by A24, which we've got another film that we will talk about a little bit soon. But it's still very far away when we're going to be getting it. So yeah, Baldur's Gate is getting a TV show. Wasn't expecting it, but okay, let's do that. So the next A24 film is what we have the rights to is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. A24 has been able to acquire the rights to this with his name just escaped me. The guy from Top Gun. He's got a movie coming out. And he was also in The Dark Knight Rises. It's going to bug me because his name was right there. Glenn Powell. Yes, Glenn Powell will be starring in the next Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that will be produced by A24. No official release date, but they've got the rights for it, and it will be coming. No, I'm all up for this. A24 does such a fantastic job with their films. Again, basically, I never miss catalog or plethora of movies that we do get. So never miss. So it's going to be fantastic to see a new reimagining. And it's funny because you see this getting live. Michael Myers has had his resurgence. Technically, video game on the horizon, where because we've got Scream 7 around the corner. Yeah, Scream 7 around the corner. And but we don't have Friday the 13th prequel TV show on Peacock. Yes, we do have that, but no movie. And Friday the 13th, sorry, Nightmare on Elm Street. Nothing for Nightmare on Elm Street. which I feel like strongly deserves either a video game or a video game would be so cool. A Nightmare on Elm Street video game. Just the fact that you could go into dreams and you have to kill the player. The player has to make sure they find ways to stay awake, or get to the end. And the longer they don't do particular things, the longer they stay in the dreamland where Freddy can kill them for longer, like that would be so cool. But yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street, I feel like it's not getting enough love. Could really use a new movie. I think the last one was 2010, which bombed and was panned by critics. So, maybe one day we'll get it. But yes, I'm very curious to see the Friday the 13th prequel TV show. See how that's going to all stack up. Apparently, it's been more bloodier than what was the most recent TV show? Horror TV show that we did get. It was pretty bloody. It. It's meant to be more bloody than It. So get ready for that, horror fans. Okay, let's talk about the Super Bowl. So I'm terrible at sports. I don't watch the Super Bowl because I'm not really into Super Bowl in a sense, but I do love the trailers that all come with it, like everybody else. Now, some trailers we did get a little bit earlier. Some obviously were on the day. Some we were expecting, some we weren't expecting. Some I was just disappointed we didn't get at all. And if we put in the category of the ones I'm disappointed that we didn't get at all, was Avengers Doomsday and, of course, Spider-Man Brand New Day. The closest thing that we got at Avengers Doomsday trailer was literally RDJ wearing a Super Bowl t-shirt that just had a metal arm and him, Doomsday green attire. That is the most that we got, and I'm absolutely gutted. I'm really gutted. Not even a small teaser or all the teasers together would have been really cool. That can't be pushed. But then Spider-Man Brand New Day, Spider-Man Brand New Day is coming in July, and as scary as it sounds, that is just 6 months away. So they're gonna have to start ramping it up at some point just to get that first trailer for it. That would be great. But look, what we did get a trailer of, we did get Mandalorian and Grogu, which was voiced and narrated by Sam Elliott. Mandalorian and Grogu. So we didn't get a full trailer, just a teaser trailer for when that comes out later this year. For the Mando movie. Mando movie is May. Mando movie is coming out. God, that's so close. But yes, we just got a teaser for that. I was kind of like, woo, okay, it's not really what we're running. Hoppers, we got the Hoppers for the next Pixar film, which, look, to be honest with you, I don't know, Pixar doesn't seem like it's hitting the mark. It looks kid, but it's nothing I don't know, am I getting too old for it, or it just doesn't seem to it's not grabbing me. Like what the old Pixar films used to do. I know they're going a little bit different and for this film, but it's just, I got the trailer. I was like, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm up for it. I know they're trying to do it. We also got the trailer for the Disclosure Day movie, the new Steven Spielberg movie, which, it's like a mix of aliens and signs, and I'm like, yeah, I'm all up for it. Invasion. This is the sweet spot for Steven Spielberg, and I am all up for it. I can't wait for this to drop. Because the trailer is just giving us enough, but also not giving us stuff that I'm like, what does it mean? What does it mean? So I'm all for it. I'm excited for it. The fact that we're getting a brand new Steven Spielberg movie in his element. We're getting Christopher Nolan movie this year. And we're also getting Mr. I forget his name. It was for Dune 3. There's a lot stacking up for this year, and I'm so hands in, pure cinema. but I'm pretty sure that Dune 3 will have a very long opening. We also got the official trailer for Minions 3, Minions and Monsters, which looks like it's going to have the same type of wonderful world the Minions can bring. The Minions itself has been a franchise. I love these characters, but it's just funny the fact that it's basically its own franchise. Like Despicable Me is done, but these Minions keep carrying on because they're great movies. They're funny movies. They're great movies, and they're really good. So I'm like, I'm all in for it. I'll never get bored of, I'll never get dull of a Minions movie. Not to take a little sidetrack to it, is that we've also got I also do want to mention is that, which is very sad, is that the lead singer of Three Doors Down, if you haven't already, has passed away, which is really sad. Brad Arnold dies at 47. I was just checking his age. Peak 2000s music. With Kryptonite, When I'm Gone, Here Without You, It's Not My Time. Like, it's just, wow. Three Doors Down's 1996. Damn. It's just, it's not saying like very sad with Brad. Condolences for his friends, his family, his pets, every in between. Like, that's not something I was expecting to see this past week. But it's just, it's probably sounds a little bit dark, but you're getting to an age where your heroes or your icons that you grew up with start to either retire, like John Cena, or they start to pass away, and it's just like, my God, like, how old am I getting? But no, Three Doors Down had their albums for that. They were great. They are a great band. It's a darn shame. Like 47 is young. It's very sad to see and report on. But that's so far two icons. The last two episodes I've recorded, we've had to talk about two people passing, which is it's just sad. Hopefully hopefully next week I won't have to report on a passing. I think if we go back in the archive of Lights Go Around, I think there was one stint there. I think we had about 4 or 5 weeks in a row that I was talking about icons that had been passing away or actors, and I was like, this is just getting depressing each week. Hopefully it's going to be no more. It was just getting bad. But yes, unfortunately, as I said, condolences from the Lights Go Around family to his family for the passing, and condolences to his friends and family and pets, of course. It's another icon's left this planet. But sorry, going back to more happier note with the Super Bowl is that we also got the Supergirl trailer, which we got Crypto as a puppy, which I really did like. This trailer it showed a couple more scenes. It didn't show a whole lot, but still a couple more scenes of the structure of Krypton. All for it. This is hands down, I'm all for it. This looks great. Can't wait to see Supergirl on the big screen, see her side of things. And again, I saw something that if Crypto dies, I'm like, Crypto can't die. No way. He's basically super dog. He cannot die. No way. Or, of course, someone's going to make an AI movie of John Wick just with superpowers going, who killed him? Yeah, I guess I'm a superhero. That's what we're going to get with it. But no, all pumped for Supergirl coming out this year. As I've always said, we're stacked. Not to mention, we're also very upon us the fact that it's getting more stacked with TV shows coming around the corner. Again, Scream 7 is on the horizon. I'm still a bit iffy about Scream 7. It's like I'm up for it, but of course, this took a different direction compared to Scream 6 because Jenna Ortega and Melissa also left the franchise, so this guy had to go in a different direction. And Sydney wasn't in the last one, so it's going to be interesting to watch this. It won't be a Woodsboro, of course, but we got Scream 7 on the horizon, which I'm all up for. And we also got the last trailer for Project Hail Mary with Ryan Gosling, which to me, there has been too much. I feel like watching that last trailer, I'm like, all right, that's the whole thing. That is the whole boot and caboodle. That is everything. I'm like, they did not hold back. I feel like I've watched the entire movie now. That you do. Trust me when I say, if you haven't already, just watch the first trailer and leave it. Don't watch any more trailers. And this is I understand want to hype things, but it should just be trailer 1, trailer 2, trailer 3, pushing it. That's it. Have your actually not even that. Like teaser, trailer 1, trailer 2, and just leave it. You don't need another trailer. You don't need the final trailer. You don't need that. You got to get just a trailer is just meant to, basically as generic as it is, coming this summer. Like it is meant to pique your curiosity, your wonder, what you want, something that's okay. This looks different. This looks new, and a trailer should only be showing like this much of a film, like this much, and that's it. That's all it should be showing, but it shows too much. But Project Mary, Hail Mary, this is coming out in March this year, so definitely get ready for that. We also get a very small teaser for Super Mario Galaxy with Baby Mario and Baby Luigi. That wasn't much of a trailer, but we did get it. As much as depending on what you get, that's all we kind of got for that one. And then we did get the Toy Story trailer, Toy Story 5, but really it was just an ad for Levi's. I thought we were going to get a proper trailer of Toy Story 5. Guess we spoke too soon. But look, this one of the biggest trailers that came out. Probably the most noteworthy that actually was brand new, I guess, technically is Supergirl and Minions and Monsters. That's about it. We didn't really get anything else that was, we didn't get any Avengers Doomsday, the biggest, for the biggest films coming out this year, none of them were at the Super Bowl. None of them. No. Okay, Supergirl. Supergirl probably, yes. Supergirl is probably the biggest film of the year that we did. So there's no Doomsday, no Brand New Day, no Odyssey, no Dune. Which is a shame, because I'm pretty sure I did see a tweet the other day that was and read the fact that Dune 3 trailer is ready to go. I just don't know when they're going to drop it. So they probably want to probably drop it and wait to all this. Or, we could have got another Daredevil trailer, which was sick. Or give us the X-Men 97 Season 2 trailer right here. Yes, bring that on. But speaking of Season 2, let's talk about Fallout. Let's talk about Fallout Season 2. Now, we're back in the wasteland. And it is New Vegas. And I am just gutted. It was really annoyed me the fact that, unlike the first season, the fact that we had to wait every single week for this to come out. It is scary because, as I said last week's episode, is that when I started watching this, I was like, oh my God, I'm not going to review this until Feb. And we're in Feb. Like, before you know it, we're going to be reviewing Supergirl. That comes out in July. We're going to be reviewing that. And before you know it, I will probably have a tear to my eye watching Avengers Doomsday. Like, that's just how quickly time feels like it's flying. But all the main cast will return for this. The production was there. The money was there. Everything was there. It came together. All came together right way. And I think with this season, if you're watching, of course, we were going to touch on the spoiler territories with different characters. It definitely gave you the fact that if you're for the video game standpoint, you loved it. For a fresh fan, you loved it. they tiptoed and did fantastic in watching and going from this for next season, building upon first season and giving you fans what everything you wanted in this. And like we got Death Claws, NCR, we got some money shots that we got mutants, like just like the story progressed, but at the same time, it still gave you enough that it's building to something bigger. Of course, the mutant, as like the war is coming, the Enclave, the mutant protocol. Like, there's just so much that's coming on the horizon to keep you going. And of course, before anyone does ask, yes, season 3 has been confirmed, and that's one thing I was going to talk about is the fact that season 3, like, it's not going to start shooting. End of 2027 would be the push, or early 2028. I would say roughly about then it's going to be coming out. But, again, you dive in this world, and I love it. I love it. I've only played Fallout 4, but for a while, people seeing about New Vegas, they do love it. I do know that people were really hoping for a New Vegas remaster of Fallout 3, which didn't happen in the end. It was just for a behind-the-scenes video, which, talk about jerking the fans, or that might be us too much. But this show is refreshing. It's unique, and it just keeps you going. And you'll love this alternative future. Human race, it's just the world's so rich, but it can get so dark when it needs to. Of course, with the last episode with the head in the jar and the lady being like, kill me, that's very dark, thanks to Hank. Keeping her head and wanting to enslave everyone, basically. And Mr. House, we do get Mr. House, who does come back, but he's not dead. 100% he's not dead with this. But with the Ghoul, what he's going to be doing next, the Ghoul was fantastic in this season. He is really he's pushed like he's the MVP of the show. He was the MVP in season 1, and he's the MVP in this. Like, this is you wanting to find his family. Yes, I did predict the fact that essentially he opened the cryo tubes, and basically he opened a little car that goes, "Aha, Mario, your princess is in another castle in Colorado." I'm like, I knew that was going to happen because it couldn't happen too soon. Why would it happen too soon? So we knew that was going to happen. My thing is that with Lucy, Maximus, of course, I want them to meet up with the Ghoul again. But of course, he's already going to Colorado. He hasn't said where he's going. So, no, he didn't. No, he did. Sorry, I lie. He did. So how they're going to meet up again? And of course, Colorado is a semi-fresh territory for a Fallout universe. So that's going to be interesting to see and go into that. But Walton Goggins, he does a fantastic job as playing the dual role of both the Ghoul and Cooper Howard. And you just feel for Cooper. You felt like you did the right thing, and you didn't. And it really pulls back to that season 1 when he's watching the bombs go off, going that you still failed. Like, you still failed. And then you have Robert House, through the fact he's almost getting played at the same time. He doesn't know fully what's going on. He feels sorry for Cooper. So that's still happening in the background. Whether or not Robert House is going to be in season 3, which I'm sure he will be because of Vegas. The end of the world has never been such a good time to go into this. And yes, again, the series is shitting me the fact it came out every single week. But I'm all there for it. If I'm putting this to back-to-back season, I feel like season 1 was better. I know just the climax of the TV show was a little bit better, or kept it round of going moving forward. But season 2 still is very strong. A lot of game references. Lucy's arc. What she had to go through. Maximus's arc and him struggling at what he wants to be because of what his background was on what happened to him. It's great writing. It's just great writing. And no point, I feel like, for this show, the fact that any of these episodes were filler or anything like that. It just, the pace keeps it going. Like, again, like we're kind of still, compared to the end of the first season and second season, besides Hank, we're kind of still at the same impasse that we're getting with season 1 to season 2. There is a war coming on multiple different levels between the mutants, the Enclave, and the Brotherhood. Like there's a huge storm coming, going to this, and not only is there's a war on that end. Of course, we've got everything that's happened in Vault 33 with the mutants. What's happened with Hank's child? Have they got together? That adds another reef. That has a whole nother aspect and layer moving forward for Hank's child and going back to the first season 1. So this season 2 definitely makes you go back. It definitely makes you want to go back and watch season 1 just for the little tidbits and the callbacks at different moments. Now that you know a little bit more backstory of everyone, be like, oh, this and this. Also, the final episode with all the giant roaches killing the Voltros. Oh, that was bloody. That was super bloody, but great to watch. I'm so glad that the kiddo got to survive for this. And I don't even know how the other girl survived. I'm pretty sure you'd be dead. You look like you were dead. But don't trust those. Don't trust those roaches. They can be pretty bad. But no, Fallout it's just a great setting into this different show, different world. But this is why I said about first season. This is video game adaptation to the small screen done right. Like this is just done right, giving as I said, the perfect blend of new people coming in, hardcore fans staying around. It just blends it all together very well, and I hope that it continues going on to season 3 moving forward and continues that strength. Just playing Fallout, Fallout 3, Fallout 4, like I'm really enjoying this, and I recommend anyone who loves an adventure or loves the old West. Again, like the fact that you could do Fallout like this, you could do Red Dead. Please make a Red Dead TV show under Amazon with great writers, please, for the love of God, with a great cast. But it shows you that it can be done. It can be done right, and that Fallout is a testament to that moving forward. And look, as a recommendation, there's 8 episodes for it. They roughly go for about between 30 and 40 minutes. You can be able to smash out the season in a weekend if you do an absolute binge. Yes, it is a little bit bloody, but it goes into a world that is so rich and there's so much it can pull from. And it's not too confusing of who's the bad. Oh, it can be a little confusing who the bad guy and who the good guy is, but the different fractions, and what's going to be coming in this. And this season definitely lives up to that and holds it in high regard. And it is faithful, and just I know that it did say the fact that there's at least 6 to 7 seasons that can be done on the table. Fallout has only been renewed for season 3 at this stage. So I have no doubt there's going to be more to come. Hopefully everyone keeps coming back for this. It looks like they're doing a great time with it. There's a lot more to be done. Fingers crossed. But for me, 2026, Fallout Season 2 is an absolute winner. You don't feel sorry for Hank, what happened to him. For what he got, where he deserved, he absolutely deserved that. Kind of sad that he forgot about his daughter, Lucy. That's the only little callback. But I've got no real gripes with it. That's just the main gripe was there's just a pain waiting every single week. Not saying I'm being too pushy, but that's just probably my main gripe. Like CGI, everything, absolute chef's kiss. And ranters and rantettes, that is my review for Fallout Season 2. Definitely let me know what you think about it in the comments, the good, the bad, the ghoul, and everything else in between. Let me know and let's rant about it. And as always, until next time, happy ranting.
Thanks for listening to Lights, Camera, Rant. If you like the show, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. While you're at it, leave us a rating and review, and be sure to tell your friends. Until next time, happy ranting.